like to welcome you to a big divisional matchup here today as Week 7 of the Retro Bowl League continues with a matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The standings in the NFC South show that this is a big game and this division is still wide open. The New Orleans Saints lead the division with a 3-3 record, but the Falcons and the Buccaneers only one game back with 2-4 records, followed by the Carolina Panthers, who just got their first win of the season last week. They have a 1-5 record. Alright, we are ready to get this game underway between the Panthers and the Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons will get the ball first at their own 39-yard line. First down for Atlanta. They're going to start the game with a pass over the middle, and it is intercepted on the very first play. Wow, and the Carolina Panthers definitely want their revenge in this matchup, as when these two teams played each other back in Week 1, it was all Atlanta. They won 27-0. But so far, Carolina on the very first play with an interception. So, how about that? So now the Panthers, who got their very first win of the season last week against the New Orleans Saints, looking for another win here today against the Falcons. This pass over the middle, wide open, and a first down and more. 26-yard gain as that will go to the 23-yard line. Wow, what a start for Carolina. I mean, they got an interception on the very first play and now a big shot down the field from their offense. Carolina playing no games early. My goodness. First down. This pass over the middle is complete, and that will be a first down just inside the 13-yard line where they needed to be for the first down. First down for Carolina. Pressure's coming and taken down. Falcons able to get to the quarterback. Second down and 16 now after the sack. This pass is complete and a nice stiff from him. He is still going for the touchdown. What an effort to get into the end zone, and the Panthers strike first. Wow, I mean, this is incredible. I mean, a nice stiff from, couple broken tackles. I don't know how he got away from like 5 different defenders. That's pretty incredible, and what a start for the Carolina Panthers in this game. Extra point is good, 7-0 for Carolina. As Carolina, I mean, they still have a shot to win this division, but they gotta start winning a bunch of games in a row, and hopefully last week was just the start of a long winning streak for them. They're up 7-0 early in this one. All right, let's see what the Falcons can do here. They lost to the Arizona Cardinals last week, but obviously Cardinals are still undefeated, so they won't feel too ashamed about that as this pass is complete. A nice block. First down. It's a foot race inside the 25. 2 missed tackles, and he will take it inside the 5 and brought down at the 2. First and goal for the Falcons. This was the definition of a foot race. I mean, you see, nice catch, nice block right there. And 2 guys missed some. Luckily, the final defender able to save a touchdown at the 2-yard line. But it was all set up by that key block by another receiver right there. So how about that? First down. Almost got to the quarterback. Falls incomplete. Second down and goal. They will now run the ball, and he will take it in. Touchdown. And the Falcons respond. Now they certainly do. Here's a simple toss, and Carolina unable to get to him before he crosses the goal line. Nice touchdown. Nice response from the Atlanta Falcons, and they did so in a hurry as well. Extra point is good. This game is all tied up at 7. What a start to this game between the Panthers and the Falcons here in the NFC South. Panthers will now have the ball. First down. He's going deep, and he's got him in stride in the Falcons' territory and brought down a 27-yard gain. What a way to start this drive. Wow, I mean, he is wide open. The Falcons decide to bring pressure, but they leave receivers open in doing so. And a big play to start the drive here for Carolina. First down. First down. Here is the pass. Another open receiver over the middle. Broken tackle. He is still going. A 24-yard gain to about the 22-yard line. First down for Carolina. He will wait. He will throw. It is complete. And he will barely have enough for the first down as he's brought down at the 12-yard line. First down. Panthers trying to recapture the lead. Here is the pass. A little bit low, incomplete. Also well covered by the Falcons defender right there. Second down and 10 for Carolina. Waiting, throwing. It is caught for the touchdown. A good patience in the pocket from the quarterback. He has great protection from the offensive line as well. And able to get rid of it at the last second as he was about to get taken down for the sack. Beautiful play right there from the Carolina quarterback. And just like that, the Panthers have the lead back. Extra point is good, 14-7, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a high-scoring game so far. It's been a very entertaining game as well, as it's 14-7. All right, the Falcons now with the ball here to start the second quarter. Trailing in this game, first down. It's a big game for the Falcons in the division. It is as well for Carolina's. My goodness, the quarterback had so much time to find an open receiver. And already in the Panthers' territory, first down for the Falcons here. He's got lots of time once again. He has all day and able to find another open receiver for a first down. He somehow got away. And a 21-yard gain inside the 30. There are like 4 defenders there. They're all completely whiffed on the tackle. See if Atlanta can cash this in. And taken down for the sack. Carolina with a good defensive play right there. Second down and 16. He has lots of time. Here is the pass. It is complete. It was a beautiful throw there near the sideline, but Atlanta has a big third down right here. Third down and 3. He will throw, and it is caught for the first down. Yeah, big first down here as Atlanta definitely wants a touchdown to tie the game. First down, and an open receiver for the touchdown. 12 yards. Yeah, wide open indeed. I mean, there's no one within 10 yards of him. And this is a very offensive game. If you like offense, you have come to the right place. Nothing but offense in this game. Extra point is good. This game is all tied up at 14. Definitely more competitive than when these teams played back in week 1. As I mentioned earlier, it was 27-0 for the Falcons. Carolina with a dreadful performance. But they had a good performance last week, and so far a good offensive performance here against the Falcons. As this pass towards the right side of the field is complete. And he is still going. A nice move right there. And he's in the clear. Past midfield. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 30. Being chased. And brought down at the 20. A 54-yard gain. What a play. What a play indeed. As the pressure was coming, there was one defender in his face. Forced to get rid of the football. There's a nice move right there. And then a few guys miss him. And just like that, he is in the clear, a bunch of green grass in front of him. And what a way to start the drive for Carolina once again. First down for the Panthers. He's going to throw over the middle. He's got a receiver inside the 5. Well, that pass was thrown into double coverage, but it somehow got to the receiver. What a catch and throw that was. And a wide open touchdown. And the Panthers retake the lead. Well, back and forth we go. Nothing but offense in this game. And there's just 2 guys wide open on the right side of the field. Well, if you like offense, you have come to the right place. How about this game? Extra point is good. 21-14. Back and forth we go. 39 seconds to go. The Falcons are going to get good field position here, so they might have a chance to get some points here before halftime. Panthers are going to bring pressure, however, but this pass is complete. A nice block. First down. They will call their first timeout as he's brought down at the 45-yard line. First down for Atlanta. He throws over the middle. It is complete. A first down inside the 30. They will call their second timeout. There's 20 seconds to go. First down for the Falcons. Here is the pass. It is caught. And they burn their final timeout. Yeah, I'll take a shot towards the end zone. If it's not there, throw it away and kick a field goal. First down towards the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. With 5 seconds to go, the Falcons respond once again. Oh my goodness, able to get away from the three defenders and in for the touchdown and the offensive strike again. What a game this has been. This is unbelievable. Extra point is good. 21-21, one of the highest scoring halves we have ever seen here in the Retro Bowl League. What a game this has been. The Panthers and the Falcons all tied up at the half. All right, the Carolina Panthers will get the ball to start the second half. What a game this has been. It's funny, the very first play of the game was an interception, but since then it's been all about the offenses. That pass falls incomplete. Second down and 10 for Carolina. He is going deep and able to connect with his receiver for a first down. What a throw that was. Wow, I mean, there were a bunch of defenders there. That was pretty well covered from the Falcons, but a beautiful throw for the first down. His pass is complete. There's a missed tackle and another missed tackle running down the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 25. First down for Carolina. They are going deep again, and he's got him. First down and more inside the 5 and brought down at the 2. First and goal for Carolina. The offensive fireworks continue. Here's the handoff, and here's a touchdown. The Panthers retake the lead. Wow, that took them about a minute to strike into the end zone. And my goodness, it was nothing but offense. Defense seems to be optional in this game. And the Panthers have the lead once again. Extra point doinks its way in. That was a doinker, all right. That hit almost at the top of the upright. That was kind of funny, but 28-21. Again, this is really an advantage for Carolina because the Falcons, they have not had the lead yet in this game. So if teams continue to trade touchdowns, I mean, that really favors Carolina. Falcons, I think, are going to need a defensive stop eventually. So now the Falcons with the ball, they're going to take a shot down the field, but unable to connect on that play. Incomplete. Second down. Both quarterbacks are really feeling it in this game as this pass is complete for the first down inside the 40 and brought down for a 19-yard gain. Still a ton of time in this game, over 4 minutes to go. This pass towards the sideline is complete before he immediately steps out of bounds. Second down and 5 for Atlanta. He has so much time. Oh my goodness, look how much time he has. We're at a standstill. Are you kidding me? And now he's just going to dump it off and it's complete for the first down inside the 20. And a 14-yard gain. That is incredible. Oh my goodness. This game is drunk as this pass is caught. First and goal for Atlanta inside the 5. And now the Falcons are going to run the ball to the 1-yard line. Oh my goodness. Second and goal. The toss. Not quite in. He's at the 1-inch line. Third and goal for Atlanta. And this time he will get in. Touchdown. I still can't get over that play that the quarterback held onto the football for like 15 seconds. I mean, Carolina just did not pressure the quarterback on that play at all. And my goodness, that was crazy. And now the Falcons an extra point away from tying the game once again. The extra point is good, and we, my friends, have a tie game once again. It's all tied up at 28. We are still in this third quarter. My goodness. Yeah, this game was insane. This might be one of the craziest games we've had all season long. Quarterbacks are really feeling it in terms of taking the deep shots. That pass does fall incomplete. Second down and 10. They're going to take a deep shot down the field, and it's complete for the first down. That's going to take us to the end of the third quarter here in this wild game. All right, we start the fourth quarter. First down for Carolina. He waits. He throws over the middle. It is complete. It's a first down. There's a nice move. Couple broken tackles. And first down near the 40. The Panthers are already in the Falcons' territory. First down. Here's the pass. It is complete. Brought down short of the first down. Second down in inches. They will toss it to the running back, and he will barely have enough for the first down. That was close, but able to move those chains. So they will run it once again. That will go for 3 yards. I expect Carolina to gonna go more conservative here as they're gonna try to chew some clock here and try to take the lead here with either a field goal or a touchdown. We're under 2 minutes to go. Third down and 6. They are going to throw it. And able to connect with a receiver for a first down. And a big first down it is. Yeah, because at this point they can be conservative and try to run out this clock. And this run inside the 10. And a 10-yard run inside the 5. Second and inches for the Panthers as they try to retake the lead once again. And he will be brought down at the 2. Yeah, at this point for the Falcons, you may want to actually let Carolina score here, but we'll see what happens here. Here is the toss. Broken tackle, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. And the Panthers once again have the lead. Yeah, a couple broken tackles right there, just able to easily get into the end zone. A couple defenders fell down right there at the 1-yard line. It does give time, though, for the Atlanta Falcons to respond, so that is interesting. Extra point is good. It's now 35-28. This game has been insane. But the Falcons still have over a minute to go, and we know how quickly they have scored their touchdowns. So obviously they are not out of this game just yet, as this pass is complete. And there's a first down. Uh-oh, a couple broken tackles here already in the Panthers' territory. Wow, I mean, Carolina's got to start making tackles here, especially down the stretch in this game. First down, he's going to throw it to the running back. It is complete inside the 35. First down for the Falcons as they're looking to tie the game for the 5th time in this game. How crazy is that? As this pass is complete. Running down the sideline, still going inside the 20. And taken out of bounds inside the 15. First down for the Falcons. They're knocking on the door once again, trying to tie the game. He's going to dump it off. It is complete. And he is tackled at the 2-yard line. 7 seconds to go. First down. Waiting, throwing, and unable to connect with his receiver. The game comes down to this. 3 seconds to go. Second and goal. Quick pass, end zone, got it. Touchdown. Touchdown. An extra point away from tying the game. Oh, how about that? The Falcons able to get in for the touchdown, and he is just wide open. And oh my, they are going for 2. How about this decision? They do not want to play for overtime. They are going for the win. Game on the line for the win. From the 2-yard line. Waiting, throwing, end zone. It is caught. And the Falcons win it. They get the 2. They get their first lead. And they get the victory over the Carolina Panthers in spectacular fashion. What a game. Oh my goodness. Take a look at the replay again and able to connect with his receiver in the back of the end zone. What a gutsy play call to go for 2 at the end of the game. I guess the logic was they didn't want to risk losing the coin toss and potentially not touching the ball at all in overtime. But what a game this was. I mean, nothing but touchdowns in this game, and the Falcons get a huge victory to keep up with the New Orleans Saints here in the division. Meanwhile, for the Carolina Panthers, the Falcons never led in this game until the final play, and that's one the Panthers would like to have back as they now fall to 1-6. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's a big win. They improved to 3-4. All right, coming up next, it's the second game of our NFC South doubleheader. The Buccaneers and the Saints. Falcons fans will be watching that game closely as we thank you for watching this spectacular game. The Falcons with the win as they defeat the Panthers by 1 point.